Okay, welcome to Denby Dale Amateur Radio Club. It's one of our club field days. We have one down here at a small village called Farnley Tyas here in West Yorkshire, just very close to the city of Huddersfield. And we had a field day here on Monday for Yorkshire Day, and we've come back here today for another field day because the weather was good and we'd booked the use of the field. So good to see everyone. I'm just going to very quickly talk to you. We've had a few more people here this morning, but several people have left. But we've got half a dozen of us left here today, and we've got a number of stations. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn the camera around to the field so you can see what we've been up to here, and talk to you about what aerials we've been putting up and what we've been doing and what the bands have been like. And then I'll go into the various locations where people are and get people to introduce themselves. So good to see everyone. Mike, Adrienne, everyone else, good to see you. And Jeff and Stephen. So let me just turn the camera around. So as you know, this is the club field. So I'm just going to swing round very slowly. We've got a vast amount of space here. Over in the distance up there, you can see there's a church spire. That's the church in the little village here of Farnley Tyas. So we've got this huge field. So what we've done today, we've put in the distance here, of course, you can see the club mast on the trailer. So we put the mast up as high as we can get it. So I think that is, well, definitely more than 10 meters above the ground. It may be 20 meters, the top of the club mast there. And from the club mast, we've got an off-centre fed dipole for 80 meters. So it's running in this direction. So here's, I'll just show you where we are. Here marks where the line is going into the ground. So I'm looking straight up to the top of the mast. So this is the short leg of the 80 meter off-centre fed dipole. And I brought my antenna analyzer up this morning when we put it up. And we've got an SWR of definitely under 2 to 1 on every single band apart from 30 meters. It is the best band where it's closest to resonance actually on 51 megahertz. It's at 1.10, 1 to 1.05 is on 51 megahertz on 6 meters, which was astonishing. And when you consider the length of the wire here is nearly 7 wavelengths on 50 megahertz, I'm sure the radiation pattern is not what you would expect from a normal dipole. So if we were looking at what we've got here, because we've got the antenna as an inverted V, it will be interesting to plot what that looks like, what the radiation pattern looks like on 6 meters. I might have a go at that. I've got EasyNet at home on the computer. I may well do that. So we've been playing with that, and we're very pleased today to find that 10 meters is open. So we've been working into Europe, particularly Mike, Adrienne and Jeff. We've been working into Europe on 10 meters, and we've been working into various parts of Europe, Slovenia, Poland, Norway, on 6 meters. And because we're running with the linear, so we're running 400 watts through this antenna, we've been getting 5 and 9 from everybody. So propagation is quite interesting on Europe. There's a helicopter going over. We're just going to wait for that to go over. That looks to me like it's a mountain rescue helicopter. We have some quite big hills here, and one of my friends here is a team leader in the local mountain rescue group. They have a lot of injuries. The most common injuries are cycling injuries. These are people cycling on these hills in the Pennines here on their bikes, going very fast downhill, and they have some very, very nasty accidents, and they're usually in places where it's difficult to retrieve people from. So mountain rescue comes down. So that's one antenna. The second antenna, we put up our smaller 10 meter mast here, the push-up mast, and that's got a 40 meter off-centre fed dipole running in the different orientations to the other one. But what we found is, I mean, they're fairly close together, that certainly when we're operating on HF, even on adjacent bands, there is some breakthrough between the two. So if I just take you to here, there's no one in here at the moment. We're running the Kenwood radio on HF using that off-center fed dipole. I think Ian was doing some Morse code earlier, so we've got the Morse key there. So if I just walk around the back here, here's the shed. I'm going to take you around to the generator first. We've had some horse riders come and use this field, so we mark off the area for the horses to come down here. And then we've got a very noisy generator. So that's giving us the power to the Kenwood radio I just showed you is operating from a battery. We're running the linear amplifier here and the icon from power from the generator. So this is the linear view in the Expert 1K linear that will give us very comfortably 400 watts with about 12 watts out from the icon. It's got a built-in antenna ATU, and that obviously gives us a perfect SWR on all the bands we want to operate on. So this is 10 meters at the moment. What we're finding on 10 meters in particular is that signals are coming up and then they're disappearing. I'm just going to introduce, well, actually, Roger can introduce himself. Give your name and call sign, Roger. Just tell us what kind of contacts you've been making this afternoon.
Well, we've been playing on basically 10 meters and 6 meters, and 20 meters was busy earlier, but 10 meters and 6 meters just have a play because it's unusual to get it with a big dipole like that, so an off-center fed dipole. So just really, the only ones we've really talked to have been in Europe, Poland, that's Slovenia, that one.
Yeah,
Slovenia, Poland, Norway, and whatever OK2 is.
Czech Republic.
Republic. I can remember. So, yeah, the 6 meters is very variable for signals up and down a bit. There's not much traffic on it. 10 meters is, again, variable. And, so we haven't got anything long distance, but that's interesting to talk to people. There's people just chatting as well. There's not a lot, I don't think there's a lot of contesting going on. There's a lot of chatting going on with friends chatting together, which is nice. So that's what we've been doing.
Thank you, Roger.
Enjoying the bacon butty from me.
Yeah, I can't supply them on Zoom to you, but we've supplied people with donuts and bacon rolls. So let me just walk around. So we'll say goodbye to Roger, and you carry on 10, and we'll work our way around. So I'll walk up the field a bit further. Right, Richard hates this. We're live on Zoom, so I'm just getting people to introduce themselves and say who they are, what their call sign is, and just tell the people on the Zoom call what they're up to. So here we go. Over to you, Keith.
A very good afternoon, or good morning, wherever you are in this world.
It's all the afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. My name is Paul, and my call sign is M0AIA. And I'm a guest at this event today.
Which is fabulous in Morse code. Brilliant. Nice to meet you. Ian?
I am Ian M6ITH. I am attempting to use a straight key for the first time to make a QSO on Rachel's new radio.
This is Rachel's, Mike and Adrian were like, this is Rachel's G90. So It's got a nice little stand for it and a plug-in fan underneath. And here's her. This is one of Rachel's many antennas. This is her antenna.
And I was sat up on top of Castle Hill trying to talk to you.
Richard.
Hello, sir.
And here's Rachel. Say hello, Rachel.
I'm only here for the sarnies.
Yeah, Richard, you want me to, have I got to cook some more bacon sarnies? I could do some more in a second.
No, I'm not bothered.
Richard's here with his
I've got a new Jenny there.
I saw.
I was going to bring my little 5-watt FDM Duo.
All right, yeah.
You know it. An Italian job.
Every day's a learning curve. I'm enjoying learning a bit of Zygoot today. I've learned a bit of Kenwood 590.
Got to learn a bit of Syncal 30. You haven't heard that.
Rachel's key's lovely, isn't it? Including her call sign on the side of it.
I'll tell you what, it wants polishing.
Yeah. Polishing?
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Look at it.
What do you mean polishing? You can do that one.
M6.
Yeah.
90H. Unless I'm turning my power lamp off, in which case it's too easy. Too easy to steam.
Right, there we go. So that was a quick walk round of the field. I'm going to turn the recording off so we can put that bit up. We'll kind of walk round. You're going to be up on YouTube, yeah. So I'm going to turn the recording off and we'll put that on our YouTube channel. But I'll keep the Zoom open. Oh, hang on a second.
You get more things to learn about. Smaller.
Ah.
You want to see something really silly? Have a look at my.
Come on then, come show me.
Things get bigger. You haven't got 24 volts on one of these, have you?
24. No, it's mains, isn't it? 230.
Oh, we've got a mains power supply. No, I think that for 24. Lock it. That's what I've been trying to talk to you with.
That's not exactly a portable radio, is it? I know it is. I know it is. Yeah. So it's a Raycall Syncal 30. So that's all the HF bands you can operate in that.
Yeah, right up to 29.9999 from about 2 megs.
And it's provide what power is it?
20 watts out, but it needs 24 volts in.
Yeah, your battery's died.
2 12-volt LiPo packs, and one of them is now down at 3 volts. So it just faded away.
Well, I'll tell you what it tells you about technology, doesn't it? When you look at the size of that Raycall,
yeah,
that is providing 20 watts out, the same as that G90 that we were looking at, and you could fit about 6 G90s into that box for that Raycall. It's extraordinary where we've gone, isn't it, with the size of these radios now.
Is there any way I can resurrect 24 volts from somewhere?
We've got a 12-volt battery. If you can find another 12-volt battery.
Well, one of the LiPos is all right.
Okay.
The other one's gone flat on me. So we can try a series in them up.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if there might be a 12 volt in the back of it.
Yeah, put them in series.
It's pathetic when you come out with all this junk.
And it don't work. He's very disappointed his Raycall radio needs 24 volts and his battery's died. So I think we won't do this live on Zoom, but I think we're going to
6 volts.
We're going to put 2 batteries in series to give 24 volts.
I could run that and
Well,
run
that gives you 240.
my 24 volt power supply.
Oh yeah. Well, you can come and plug your 24.
There's 2 inverters on the go at once.
You can plug your 20. We've got a mains generator down there. You can plug it in, plug your power supply.
It's a bit noisy though, it's a switchy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So we'll try it. Because otherwise, no noise at all.
Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah, yeah,
Lovely, isn't it?
yeah. So before I turn the before I turn the recording off, does anyone want to add anything, or shall I just turn it off and wish our viewers what we've been up to here today? Here's the remnants of. Hold on a second. This is the important table. This is our cooker, and the remnants of our lunch earlier on. So I'm just going to nick the recording off.